Hello, everybody. Back at it again with another episode of the All Around Growth Podcast. My name is Rob Kaiser, and I am your host. Today is Monday, December 27th. It's the first Monday after the Christmas holiday. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas, however you spent it, with you, your family, or like a friend of mine in Colorado, up on the mountains skiing. So whatever the case may be, I hope that it was a wonderful time and a healthy mix of relaxation and chaos. Today I'm doing something I haven't done in a long time, and I guess that's appropriate because I feel like 2022 is going to be a year of big change and big transition in many different ways. And today, the thing that I am doing is I'm going to work. That's right, I'm headed to the day job. Now, for many people after the holiday, that is not totally abnormal. I know a lot of you guys may have the day off today, and kudos to those who do. Please enjoy it. And if you're listening to this in the future, I hope that you enjoyed it. Normally, during this time, I would be taking the week off between Christmas and New Year's, having that downtime available to me. And I think before I talk about why I'm not doing that this year, and as I was thinking about what to read this morning, I wanted to share with you some text from the 365 Tao, wherever it is. I thought I had it right here, and I do. It's right next to me. So let's read from that today. As I said, December 27th. This is the 361st day of the year. And the theme of the day, the word of the day, is purity. Purity is light. We forget purity too much. We make compromises with our hygiene in the name of expediency. We allow our mountains and our seashores to be polluted for the sake of the marketplace. We allow our minds to be sullied with frivolous entertainment. War is thought to be a viable option. Principle is considered a negotiable quality. Our children are victimized by strangers, and obscenity is considered a valid subject for art. Where is the purity in our lives? We marry. We divorce. We don't care whom we hurt in life. We think loyalty is a charming but meaningless virtue. We sacrifice the values of our youth to purchase the glory of our later years. Where is the purity in our lives? We think that if we can triumph in one golden moment, that will dissolve all other filth we preoccupy ourselves with. We uphold the greatness of athletes who want to have that one moment of triumph. We laud the battlefield hero as the redeemer of our guilt over the horror of war. We have fostered madmen who think that shooting a gun, hunting down animals, committing suicide, or slashing prostitutes in the street is their means of purity. Where is the purity in our lives? Seek purity. It may not be easy. It may not be common, but it is the one state that we can attain that is without compromise. And that, my friends, is why I wanted to read this today. I sat at my desk this morning with my new journal. Last week was the 13th week. This is the first week of 2022. Technically, Saturday is in this week. And the way that my journal played out, it's time to start a new one. So I cracked it open last night. And we'll be working on that. But before we talk about the purity, let's talk about what I'm doing today. Why I'm going to work. For a long time, like I said, I didn't. This was my downtime. I was a nurseryman. And in the nursery industry, it is go time in the spring and in the fall. Summertime, there's some slow down time. And in the winter, it's very slow. It's a lot of catch up and just, quite frankly, downtime. And that was especially the case here at the day job, especially with everyone in the front office and the sales team where I used to be. And even though I've moved positions within the company over the past few years, I've still maintained that week of time. And I banked my vacation time in order to take that time off. This year was different. For those of you who listen to the show, you know that I've had more seizures in 2021 than I have had in the entire time living here in Ohio over the past 7 years, and quite possibly more seizures than I've had in a decade, all in this year. And I lost my train of thought briefly, but where I was going with that was that I've used up all of my vacation time. I did months ago, actually, taking days off recovering from seizures, 3 weeks of vacation time. So, if I were to take today off, it would be unpaid. But luckily, we have an extra paid holiday this week on account of the new year, and we did last year as well. At least I hope they're paid holidays. I don't really know how anything works. And that's in part why I'm gearing my life towards some change in this upcoming year. Things have changed in my life. I am changing, and perhaps I'm ready for a change. No perhaps about it. I am ready for a change. How that change comes about remains to be seen. I will be diving into that a little bit today at the day job, as a matter of fact. But today's meditation from 365 Tao, written by Dengming Tao, was very simple. I sat down, like I said, with my journal, and had my stacks of devotionals there, thinking, wondering how I was going to approach the morning. Because the reality is there's a lot that I'd like to cover in the show, and I used to do this. With taking the time to put together notes and links, and that took a considerable amount of time, and I'd like to get back to doing that again. And it sounds like I'm making excuses, and you know what? Maybe I am. And if you want to see it that way, that's unfortunate, but the reality is I have taken the time this year in large part because the way I've done that in the past, what I'm talking about here goes back to when I initially started. Health became my priority, and in order to stay consistent and just keep showing up, I had to modify my routines. And the book that I'm holding right now, 365 Tao, is one of the ways in which I've modified my routine. Having this book and implementing this and utilizing this as fodder for discussion is a great way to continue creating content that complements content that others have created, because I was challenged with this for a while, but after a while I realized that almost all of the content I listen to, especially something that I listen to on a routine basis, I've probably listened to it over 100 times just in the past year alone, The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale, there's at least half a dozen references to other material in that 38-minute audio recording from the 1950s. All we're doing in life is referencing other people's content, even when we're creating content ourselves. Very little of what we do is original, and that shouldn't be a hindrance or a burden or something that prevents us from doing anything. So yes, the show is not what it used to be. There are things that I wish I could do differently, but time right now is a limiting factor, and I'm making the best of what I can. And I don't, quick side note, I don't understand why people have to drive like jerks on these back roads. There's like one of two locations where you're going in the way that where I'm going. You're either going where I'm going, you're going to Wolf Brothers, what used to be a farm, now it's a plumbing manufacturer and supply warehouse, and sometimes people just drive like jerks. We're looking at I don't know. Anyways, sorry about that, guys. Every once in a while I feel like I'm on I've got a good train of thought going, and it gets disrupted by someone who gets upset by someone that drives a little slower from time to time, like me. Much like one would drive slower if they were talking on the phone, which I feel like this is the equivalent to. I feel like I don't know, just be patient, people. Yes, I drive like Grandpa from time to time. Deal with it. Last stretch of the commute. Where is the purity in our lives? At the end of the year, this is a time where many people are thinking about New Year's resolutions. This was something that was joked about during the holidays. I'll start that diet tomorrow. And admittedly, I indulged a little bit during the holidays myself. The holidays are over. And if you're really that committed to something, the holidays is no excuse. One of the conversations that was had leading up to the holidays was about this very thing, about making excuses. We make choices. Everything we do, everything we do not do, we make choices. What we experience in life is a direct result of the choices we make, the actions we take, the actions we don't take, more specifically, oftentimes. This purity this question that we asked ourselves so repeatedly in the morning meditation: where is the purity in our lives? This purity is something that I think I've come to seek. Exactly how I do that, you guys will have to stick around for future episodes. But today, I'm going to park in a different spot, which means I am going to arrive a little sooner than later, and I'm going to have to rethink how I do or conclude these episodes in the future, because it's winter time and there's no sense in walking all that way when I don't have to. So guys, if you like what you hear on the show, perhaps not this one so much, because it was a little scattered, admittedly, after a long holiday break. But if you've listened to other ones and you like what you hear and you think you have a friend or family member that might like it as well, feel free to share it with them. Put it on social media. And if you're on social media, ones that All Around Growth is most active on is Twitter, Float. Nope, sorry, not Float. I am, but not the page. Primarily Twitter. Active a little bit on the Facebook page. Not really. But if you want to help with things on Facebook and social media and things like that, reach out. Happy to have you help us. Help me. And, oh yeah, there's the Telegram group too. I'm pausing because I'm not sure exactly where I want to park. But, anyways, t.me/allaroundgrowth. And maybe I'll park around back. I don't know. Do I park back here with the equipment? Sure, why not? Okay, guys, this may be a dumb parking spot, but I'm going to do it anyways. Luckily, it's close to the shop. My keys are in the ignition if someone needs to move my truck to access some of this equipment. And we're out. Have a great day. Guys, it's Monday for those of you who are working. I hope it's a wonderful week. For those of you who are not, I hope that you enjoy the week. For those of you who are listening in the future, I hope that you're having a great day right now. And I hope that what you hear in this show equips, motivates, and inspires you to make it a great day if it is not already. This is Rob Kaiser, and thank you.